Hi, I'm Michaela Schaefer, and I'm part of Human Physiology and Anatomy Part 2. This is our fifth lab, and we had to create a model skeleton. Mind you, I am no artist. I am absolutely terrible at doing this kind of stuff, so I do apologize for any mistakes that are in this project. I will tell you it is not 100% accurate because we are all human and we all make mistakes. So I will be tracing the circulation from the heart to the fingers and back. So I chose to do my model. I did the veins on one side and I did the arteries on the other side. I thought it would give a more clear representation. Also, because I had trouble rolling the clay a little bit thinner, I didn't want any overlap or any confusion with these veins and arteries. So I will start at the heart. The heart is obviously on the inside of the chest. You can kind of see it here. I tried to make it as proportional as I could. So we are going to start from the heart, and it travels from the left ventricle into the aorta, and then the blood going to the arm, it will flow into the brachiocephalic artery. That artery is actually right here. It's behind the rib cage. If I can turn my model around, you may be able to see it better. The brachiocephalic artery travels to the arm and to the head, where it does split off into the cephalic artery and the subclavian artery. So the right subclavian artery I tried to kind of bring to the front so it was able to be visible. This is the subclavian artery. And then the blood is going to go from the subclavian artery into the axillary artery, which is right here. The axillary is towards the armpit, so you can kind of tell it runs behind the arm. It's then going to travel through the brachial artery. The brachial artery is in this area. It is on the upper portion of the arm. And from there, it does split into two smaller arteries, the radial and ulnar. Radial runs down this side here, the lateral side, and the ulnar artery runs through the medial side. And then you can kind of see in this area, I'll move the hand up towards the front here, that it will run into the palmar arches. Those are these arches right here that split off from the radial and ulnar arteries, and then into the digital arteries, which run into each finger. And so now the blood's going to return to the heart. So we're going to start on this side where the blue is. The veins are done in blue, arteries are done in red. So it's going to start at the digital veins. So if this were on the other side, these veins would be superficial to the arteries. These veins typically do lie on top of the arteries. So it's going to start at the digital veins, and then the blood is going to be on its way back to the heart through the radial, and then into the palmar arches. So these arches are deep, and you can see that they are right here. They kind of mimic the way that the arteries looked. And then into the radial and ulnar veins. So on this side we have the radius. The radius is always lateral. Ulnar is always medial in the anatomical position. So those are going to run up into the cephalic vein, and that one is right here. It runs up into the cephalic vein, and then through there we have the basilic vein, and that runs across like this and into the axillary vein, which runs, it's medial towards the armpit. And then so these two veins are split into two. The axillary vein the cephalic and basilic veins, I forgot to mention. So those are these two veins. They're separated in the middle, right here, by the median cubital vein. So that's in the elbow pocket here. So then from these veins, from the brachial, basilic, and cephalic vein, it flows from there into the axillary vein, like we discussed, and then into the subclavian vein, which I tried to kind of bring forward so we could see it. And then that runs into the superior vena cava. So you can see, I wish I could, it was easier to see, but the superior vena cava is on the superior side of the heart here, and it runs into the top, and then it travels through the right atrium and then gets circulated to be brought back out into the aorta, back out to the body. Thank you.